Welcome to Vanguard News. I'm Kayla Olson. This just in, the Russian military invaded the country Ukraine last night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. They have seized the airport of Kyiv and metro, and the area is being used as a bomb shelter. We will bring more on this as it comes. College Park police are trying to find a suspect accused of shooting a pregnant woman 3 times, forcing her to deliver her baby early. According to the woman, an Uber driver shot her after they got into an argument. She was shot once in the leg and twice in the stomach. She was immediately rushed to Grady Memorial Hospital, where her and her baby are in stable condition. Uber has been made aware of the incident and said the driver's account has been deactivated. The DeKalb County Police Department is currently looking for 5 suspects accused of shooting and killing a security guard at Courtesy Chrysler Dodge car dealership. They received a call about a person being shot around 11 p.m. on February 19th. The guard was immediately rushed to the hospital, where he later died. The victim's wife identified him as the 24-year-old Henry Ashley. He was shot after responding to an alert on the property's cameras. No suspects have been arrested at this time. Our reporter Elizabeth Poisson is live with the latest coming out of Dahlonega, Georgia for Herschel Walker's campaign stop.
Herschel Walker would be making his first and only appearance to Dahlonega, Georgia. Now, the people here are super excited to see him because, like I said, this is the only time he will be coming here. The people of Lumpkin County also can't wait to hear what he has to say about the Senate. He announced he was running for the Senate last year. Also, the party hopes to boost votes in the North Georgia area. Herschel Walker made his bid to the people of Lumpkin County for the Senate. Walker is born and raised in Georgia. He's one of the best football players the state of Georgia has ever seen. He had this unusual story regarding his football career.
Well, what's funny about that, Coach Dooley, when I first got to Georgia, told me I wasn't going to play my first year until Tennessee. And as we were walking through the tunnel, I can remember Coach Dooley turning around, and Connie Norris was in front of me, who was running back from South Carolina. Now right behind Connie Norris, and Coach Dooley said, "Herschel, you're not playing tonight, but stay close, you can learn something." But I remember my mama saying that God can't stop what, if man can't stop what God got in store for you.
The Senate candidate made the point that he is a man of faith and God.
Because my dad taught me respect. He taught me how to work hard. He taught me about the Lord Jesus Christ. And what's so funny in knowing the Lord Jesus Christ is that you never give up.
Walker is running against Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock and had this final point to say to the voters.
Because I'm going to fight. I can promise you I do what I said and say what I do. I told the Republican when I first decided to run, I had them calling me. I said, guys, all Republicans are not right, all Democrats are not wrong. But we got to be able to go over and talk to someone, communicate with people.
Elizabeth Poisson, Vanguard News.
Ever wondered how the state of your local community is? Well, Lumpkin County is hosting a luncheon to talk about just that. Here's Laura Hewell with the story.
Hi, this is Laura Hewell reporting live from the Lumpkin County Park and Rec Department, where the Chamber of Commerce is holding a State of the City and County luncheon right inside. Mayor Joanne Taylor and Chairman of the Board of Lumpkin County Commissioners, Chris Dockery, will both be presenting at the meeting. Dockery will be talking about the budget, the T-Splost, and the projects that are currently underway for Lumpkin County. Let's see what he has to say.
I will share with you our core values, and that is trustworthiness, respect, integrity, excellence, and dedication. And in my mind, and hopefully in yours, that describes completely our local government in Lumpkin County.
Taylor will also be discussing the budget and the differences between the two, as well as population growth and her 5-year goals for the future. Let's see what she has to say.
So the numbers aren't lined up correctly, but you can see that because we have service delivery agreement with the county. We don't spend the amount on public safety that the county does.
This has been Laura Huell reporting live from Lumpkin County. Back to you in the studio.
The student conference on leadership finally made a comeback after it was postponed last semester. The conference featured resilience trainer Duncan Kirkwood, vision board, leadership training. Let's check it out.
I will never accept defeat. I will never quit.
So Duncan was just like an amazing speaker, and the enthusiasm he brought to his points really like made them come across in a way that resonated. You could just tell the entire building was like, it was resonating with everyone, and I just enjoyed the energy he brought, and you know, he just brought so much energy the whole rest of the day. It has to go amazing.
Not that you don't believe that it's gonna happen, not that you're not working for it to happen, but you in the dark recesses of your mind, you got a little doubt, like, I don't know if it's actually gonna work out. If that's you, raise your hand.
So today at the Student Leadership Conference, I learned a lot about values that I hold personally and making sure I find those in future companies that I may work for in my career.
So every day you're not walking in your purpose, you are robbing someone of your greatness. So it's important, it's urgent that you all figure out your purpose.
So my major takeaway from this conference was that when you're given the same directive, like explain a story that's important to you, people will explain it in different ways and try and reach different end goals.
3 P's of college success: passion, perseverance, and purpose. You're going to pull this out and say, this is me. And you're going to use that to affirm yourself. So get ready. All right? So you got your cameras on. And remember, you're hitting record. So get ready. And you got to be loud. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I am great. I'm smart.
It was nice to learn about the 3 P's that it takes to be a successful college student, and I just expect to apply those and have a good rest of my college experience. And we envisioned graduating, so hey, we're going to be there. See you at graduation.
Do you struggle with balancing everything in life as a student? Most of us have a lot going on. Alexis Reed took to the students of UNC to see how they managed their time wisely and balance being a student, extracurriculars, jobs, and more.
Most of us are more than just students. A lot of us also balance extracurriculars, jobs, internships, social lives, and more. I talked to some of the students on campus to see how they manage it all. Our first is someone who takes a full load of classes.
I balance all 5 of my classes by taking the day in between them, which is Wednesday, and getting all my homework done. So that day does suck because I'm doing homework all day, but that way the other days of the week I have free time to do the stuff that I want to do.
When having an almost full load of classes and a part-time job that takes a lot of your time, staying organized is really important. Let's talk to a student who knows all about it.
So I take 4 classes right now, and I'm also like a part-time research assistant with Ben Wynn in the history department, and just I guess make sure to plan ahead and have enough time.
Our last student is someone who seems to have mastered the way to use his time productively and wisely.
I manage my time is with multitasking. I have a pretty structured work schedule where I'm working until pretty much 3 every day, and so a lot of times it's during the lunch break, pulling out a laptop, doing any sort of assignment that you have. When you're in class, sometimes there's a lull in class, sometimes you can complete a discussion in that 15-minute break in between. It's just finding any time that I can, taking advantage of all the moments that you have throughout a day to work, because a lot of times I had never realized before this semester started how many 10 to 15 minute periods you have throughout your day where you can do this or do that, where you're kind of just in a lull, like sitting in your car, sitting in a classroom. And so the biggest thing that I've had to do to manage my time is just find those lulls that I'm just doing nothing and try to fit something in, whether that's work or school.
New housing plans might be in order for the Gainesville campus. Amber Harden checked on campus to see what people had to say on the matter.
Earlier this month, the university announced possible plans of housing for the Gainesville campus. I asked around campus to see what people had to say.
I think it'd be a good thing because right now the only place near me with housing is Dahlonega. For me, a commute to Dahlonega would be a lot better, but since it's one of the few campuses that has housing, they wouldn't let me apply unless I lived on campus. So I had to come here, which is a 45-minute drive.
I feel like it'd be really convenient for those who are just entering because, like, since I'm a fourth year, I have to drive like 30 minutes to get here, and then I also have to plan the time the traffic is going to be here. Being the Gainesville campus, and when people usually just drive here, they're not really able to, like, I guess, be more of a community as those who have housing, because they can do like I guess like the activities like they do in the housing. You know what I'm talking about?
It definitely helped with that
like the resident
experience.
Yeah.
I feel like housing would be actually a great asset to the university and to the students here at UNG. It is a commuter campus, and a lot of people do live around here, and they attend like events, you know, so it would be more beneficial if they had like housing like in the area. That way, you know, more students will move to this campus.
I wanted to hear what faculty members had to say as well.
I think it's a good thing. I know in my classes I have a lot of students that are driving, you know, an hour or more to get to their classes. I have students who get into like traffic problems because they're traveling for such long distances. So I do hope that there's a way that we can somehow give students that opportunity.
I think that having housing on campus would be beneficial to students because it would probably provide them with a sense of community that might be lacking on a commuter campus like we have right now.
There have also been rumors that in the future, the Gainesville campus is sought to become UNG's main campus. Plans for housing are probably due in part. This has been Amber Harden with Vanguard News.
May is approaching quickly, so our reporter Lindsay Howard decided to do a tutorial on UNG's online career service. Let's check it out. Graduation is just around the corner for many of us, and perhaps the best tool that we can be aware of right now is career services. Located on the UNG website, you just go to the main page seen here and click on the top 3 lines on the top right-hand corner. There you'll have a drop-down menu of many choices, including admissions, academics, cost and aid, student life, news and events, athletics, but we want to focus on student life. Once you click on that, you'll be brought to the Student Life webpage where there's lots of academic resources for current students at UNG. There are study tools, there are student services and support, there is health and wellness, counseling, but if you scroll down to the Money and Careers heading, you will see the Career Services link. Once you click on that, that will bring you to the Career Services main page where Career Services introduces what they are, what they do, and what they can provide for students at UNG. On this page, if you scroll down, you'll see Handshake on the right side, which can also be a helpful tool that we'll get into later. Here, you can schedule an appointment, and if you click on that link, it'll prompt you to log in using your username and password, and then, of course, having to do the 2-factor authorization after that. Once you log in, you have the option to book appointments, see your upcoming appointments, and also have options to update your personal info for the page. If you click on book appointment, we have your guest info, your name, your email. You can put in the campus that you want to meet on, the advisor, and the time, and the phone number that's best to reach you. If we go back, something else that Career Services also offers is information on internships, which can also be very helpful in this time. They have different links, they have paid and unpaid, and there's something for everyone here. Thanks for watching this tutorial. I'm Lindsay Howard. See you next time. The New York City Marathon will return to full capacity this year with about 50,000 runners participating. The announcement was made for the November 6th start time by the New York Road Runners. Organizers hope the 2022 race will bring back the event like it once was before the pandemic. Runners must show proof of being fully vaccinated to enter the marathon. The Union of European Football Association Championship League final in St. Petersburg, Russia is set to be moved due to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. UEFA said in a statement, following the evolution of the situation between Russia and Ukraine, the UEFA president has called an extraordinary meeting of the executive committee at 4 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday, February 25th, in order to evaluate the situation and make all necessary decisions. Major League Baseball will cancel regular season games if the league and MLB Players Association fail to come to a deal by Monday. The games canceled will not be made up and the players will not be paid for those games. The two sides are still far apart on the deal, so it will be difficult to get a resolution by Monday's deadline. The MLB is currently refusing to make up games this year with double headers or by lengthening the season. Some people in the union believe both are still negotiable. We asked UNG students what their favorite hiking spot is. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hi, my name's Jillian. I'm a freshman at UNG. My favorite place to hike is Amicable Falls State Park because I also work there and zip line there. It's really fun.
My name is Chris Hale. I'm a sophomore here at UNG, and my favorite hiking spot as of right here locally, probably the UNG trails.
My name's Megan Durkis. I am a senior here at UNG, and my favorite place to hike is at DeSoto Falls.
Hi, my name is Gabe, and I'm a sophomore. My favorite place to hike is probably around the Unicoi State Park Lake, just because it's a pretty good view and it's a nice kind of loop trail that goes around. Pretty good workout.
Let's get busy learning about honeybees by exploring the knowledge of a local beekeeper from Lanier Bee Barn. Have you ever wondered what a beekeeper's backyard looks like? Well, look no further than Harold, who keeps Italian honeybees as his neighbors.
So we normally work our bees from behind, okay, so that we don't get in the way of their flight path. One of the things we'll do is take a look on here and make sure we don't have any pests that we need to deal with. And that looks really good. So inside, as you can see, we've got a lot of girls here that are interested in us. If you look closely, you see them kind of lined up here looking up like with our nurse bees and some are guard bees. All right, so we're going to remove our beetle trap. And this is a trap that has oil in it, and that captures the beetles, small hive beetle. Okay. So what we'll do is we're going to open up and get us a little bit of room back here. And this outer frame is full of honey. Or has a lot of honey. Some of it's been eaten. But this right here, all of this is what we call capped honey. When the bees put their nectar into that, they dry it out. And when it dries to a moisture content of 18.6% or less, then they will put a wax capping over it, and that basically seals it up. From that point, it's good forever. We see some things that are a little bit different. This is capped honey right here. We see some nectar right in there. Here we see some capped brood. So that's pupa in the pupal stage right there. So when the queen lays eggs and the eggs hatch, when they get older, they then cap those off. So they go from the egg to a hatched out worker in 21 days. Let's see what we got on this side. Well, there she is.
Oh, yeah.
Here's our queen. Some beautiful yellow pollen right there she's brought in. So she's looking for a place to deposit that. So she'll back into that cell and then kick those off in there, and another bee will come along and kind of poke it in. Right now, I usually make sure all my hives have enough honey to get through the winter, but I also put that sugar water out there for them. If they don't have enough, they'll have that out there. With honeybees, the biggest issue that we have is something called varroa mites. And the varroa mites came into our country probably around 1987, and our honey, the western honeybee that we have here, was not ever used to those. And because of that, they had no natural resistance, and it really decimated our bees.
Kayla Olson, Vanguard News. Now let's take a trip to Atlanta with reporter Aubrey Brooks and catch a glimpse of the Casey Musgraves concert.
I'm Aubrey Brooks reporting for Vanguard News in Atlanta, Georgia at the Casey Musgraves concert. I'm going to take you around and show you the day.
Awesome, very exciting. She knows how to do a show. Probably my favorite song that she sung, probably Justified. It's a pretty good one on her new album.
Need something to do on a Friday night? Let's check in with Leah Davenport at Canopy and the Roots in Dahlonega.
I'm Leah Davenport reporting at Canopy and the Roots for their Friday Night Live comedy show. Every Friday night at Canopy and the Roots in Dahlonega, you can buy a $15 ticket to see local comedians in action.
My name is Tim Pruitt. I'm the founder of Take This Comedy. We are a comedy group that is in collaboration with Canopy and the Roots. We do a weekly comedy show featuring improv, sketch, stand-up, and we just try to bring all kinds of comedy to the community.
Take This Comedy has been partnering with Canopy and the Roots for almost a year now as a way to bring another form of entertainment to the Dahlonega area. With a downstairs speakeasy type of environment, Canopy and the Roots was a perfect fit for Take This Comedy. Comedians come from long and far to perform in Dahlonega, but many comedians are still local. Let's hear from UNG student Savannah Girdich.
One of the great things we do here at Canopy and the Roots is we do vary our shows time and time, and we do long-form improv based off of hit shows, hit movies, books, anything. We did recently a Harry Potter improv where we went through all 8 movies in 90 minutes. Now, it was a lot, but it was a ton of fun too, and the audience seemed to love it so much. And we're actually doing Star Wars in May, not May 4th, unfortunately, but May 6th we do have another Star Wars show coming up.
So, if you, your family, or your friends want to grab a nice cup of coffee or an ice-cold adult beverage, come on out to Friday Night Live at Canopy and the Roots. Tickets are $15 each, and you can buy them at the coffee counter upstairs. I'm Leah Davenport with Vanguard News.
If you're looking for a winter farmers market, you need to come to Brasselton. Let's go to our reporter Shelby Pahokee, who caught up with some local vendors.
Hi, I'm Shelby Pahokee for the Vanguard News, and I'm here in downtown Brasselton to check out the farmers market. The Winter Farmers Market is held every third Friday of the month on Davis Street. Here we can see many vendors braving the cold.
We're going to be starting our 11th year of doing this. My wife and I have always been bakers. The kids about 12 years ago said that our stuff was so good we should sell it. It's now up to 110 varieties of biscotti. We do 60 varieties of pound cake, 40 varieties of loaf cake. We've got cream cheese butter pastry, soft granola bars, and then try to have at least something for everybody's taste.
I sell all natural vegetarian dog treats in 5 flavors. 3 are wheat-free. They're all approved by my puppies. They get to try them all out.
She was a rescue.
We found that we had a good clientele here and a good opportunity to make some money.
Next month, come and get your baked goods for you and your furry friends. The market will be extending their hours from 4 to 7 p.m. for the arrival of spring in March. I'm Shelby Bahoki, Vanguard News.
A massive black bear named Hank the Tank is a wanted suspect by California police for breaking into dozens of homes in a Lake Tahoe neighborhood since last summer. He weighs 500 pounds and has skipped hibernation this winter due to the constant supply of food. He is said to barge through the garage and front doors and break through windows. Officials have received more than 150 calls about Hank, and he has broken into around 40 homes just in the last 6 months. Normal non-lethal methods to scare bears away, such as sirens and big bag munitions, have not worked on Hank. Authorities say a euthanasia may be necessary, but wildlife groups are advocating for him to be relocated to a sanctuary. This has been Kayla Olson with Vanguard News.